Now, you know, I can still remember the lively debate that me and my mates had in the pub after watching this on Top of the Pops in 1982.
Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry? Do you really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
Ladies and gentlemen, Boy George.
Hello. It's very intimate.
It is. I like them close, though, don't you?
No.
Perhaps we can fix you up a seat at the back. So that's going back a bit then. That I remember it well because there was a lot of debate. I don't know if you were aware of this. There was a lot of, is it a bloke or a woman debate at the time.
Frank, I get it every time I go out. Men
still get it now?
Men come up to me and say, I thought you were a girl. And I say, turn me around and I am.
Yeah. Well, that's handy, isn't it? Oh, that's better than a Swiss Army knife.
And much better than a Swiss Army knife, trust me.
Well, you're just as sharp. You know, there's a book come out recently that claims that Hitler was gay.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Well, I don't think they're not saying that's what set him off. He had to keep it quiet
I
at
have
the
to
time.
say that all men are potentially queer.
Do you believe that?
Well, the male G-spot is in the anus.
That's where it is.
And if you haven't discovered that by now, you've been leading a very boring life.
Well, is that... Well, of course. Well, if I'd got a pen, I'd write that down.
You don't need a pen, you just need a good finger.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all
slipped
right.
out.
No, but do you believe that all men are potentially gay? Is that, or is that just a...
I think most men could benefit from being buggered.
In what way?
Then they have some idea what it's like to give birth.
Yeah.
Because it hurts,
Does it hurt?
doesn't it?
That woman said it does. Are we talking about being... giving birth or being buggered? Giving birth.
Both, no?
Yeah. How rarely the two go hand in hand. Yeah, but you've given birth? Twice. It couldn't have been that bad then, you went back for more.
It's a bit like buggery, really. I've been back for more, too.
Yeah, well, good for you. Oh, bless you for that. Now, there was a quote from Graham Norton in the papers this week that he apparently, in his youth, he went with the occasional female. And he says now he feels he's getting to a stage in his life where he'd quite like to try that again. I mean, I always think of you as a man who's probably tried everything in life. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I've tried a few things with women. Eyeshadows, eyeliner. I've done things, but I'm not prepared to talk about them on this show.
No, I don't expect you to go into detail,
Okay.
but I mean... if you take the logic... Yeah, OK, I get it. If you take the logic that every man is potentially gay, then presumably every gay man is potentially...
Absolutely. How can you not love what you are?
Mm.
Masturbation is still playing with a penis, even if it's your own.
Yes. You know, ITV isn't what it used to be, is it?
Well, you're encouraging me. I mean,
No, I'm
what
sorry.
do you want, you know?
God, they'll be clamouring for Barrymore back at this rate.
What I really truly believe is that the human being is a multitude of sexual possibilities. You are what you are at the time, and that's it.
That's true, though, isn't it? Because when...
How many women think that all men are potentially queer? Come on, hands up. Oh, hands up. Not half up, up. Well, that's a few. That's a start.
You know, just seeing those fingers raised gave me a quite... How many men think that all men are potentially gay?
Well, none of them, obviously.
There might be gay men in the audience.
Come on.
Come out. It is an interesting subject, though. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it for too long.
Oh, go on. I'm enjoying
okay,
it.
yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. No, it is, you know, because I think when you first came on the scene, as it were, you were seen as shocking by George, and he's saying, you know, he's homosexual and he wears makeup and all that kind of thing. But now, you've become a kind of a, if I couldn't use a
Don't
phrase...
say it.
Well, a kind of a national treasure.
I haven't.
You have.
When I get into a lift with businessmen, they still freak out. Their rectums still quiver.
And you can actually sense that.
Oh, absolutely. You can see it in their faces. There's this idea that the world's become really liberal. That is such a load of crap. I did a thing in Romford about 2 weeks ago. It was 15-year-olds, about 4,000 of them. I've never had so much abuse in my life.
Really?
And that's the future of our society. I went to judge a Young DJ of the Year awards, and I got called every name under the sun. Batiman, faggot, queer. And I was like, I went to school. I know what I am. Shut the...
Yeah.